Howdy YouTube, eznix here with a video for you. I know it's been a while. I haven't been very active producing content. I've been watching a lot, but other than that, not much time spent making content. So here's a little update on the Ezarcher project. I recently, in the last couple days, Thanksgiving actually, spun up or respun my Ezarcher ISOs. They are up on SourceForge and archive.org. So archive.org just got uploaded this morning. It took a little while. I guess their servers were very slow for some reason yesterday. SourceForge has been up for a few days, the new ISOs, I mean, and people are discovering them whether I do a video or not. Probably not a whole lot of people, but I should see the download numbers jump after this video drops. So we're taking a look at the Cinnamon desktop here. The Cinnamon ISO is one of the 5 ISOs I spin up. If you're not familiar with the project, it's an Arch-based distribution, or respin as I like to call them, because it's just Arch. It's just my choices made during an Arch install. We'll go over some of the main points and recap that for people who might be new to this project, and go over some of the changes since the September, mid-October, I think. 10.14 was the last set of ISOs I put up. And since then, the KDE developers have been working more hastily towards the 6.0 release, or whatever the point happens to be, but KDE Plasma 6 is on the way. And in preparation for that, the Arch development team has been moving the Qt5 versions, renaming them, and causing a bit of work for myself as well as anyone else who spins up an Arch-based respin with KDE in the package names and what is the right way at the moment in this transition period to pick a desktop installation packages. So it required me to reevaluate the dependencies I list in the Calamares PKGBuild file and how I list them. It required me to reevaluate and change the package names I put in my package file for the ISO construction, as well as the sections of my install guides and scripts. So instead of me talking about all that, let's take a quick peek at what I'm talking about. So on any one of my ISOs, in the home folder, there is an Ezarcher folder. In that folder are all the files needed to build the system, as well as documentation. Now, let's pick one of the templates here. We'll go with the KDE template, since that's the one that's been causing the most concern recently. So let's paste this here, and let's extract it, and we'll take a look at some of the changes. Okay, first change was to the packages list file here. So let's open this up with Genie or Genie, make it a bit bigger. And if we scroll down to the desktop packages, starting with the comment KDE, I made sure to not include any packages specifically that reference Qt5. The packages like Plasma Desktop, Plasma Disk, Plasma Firewall, so on and so forth, will bring in dependencies appropriately without specifying which Qt version. Right now it's still Qt5 until KDE releases Plasma 6, and it will be Qt6 dependencies. However, Qt6 packages will not necessarily say Qt6, they will just be the current KDE packages. I trimmed down the Calamares dependencies section to only the make dependencies for Calamares. Calamares itself, the PKGBuild, as I mentioned, specifies its own dependencies. Those are brought in during the build of the ISO. As Calamares is installed, it will pull in the dependencies it needs without specifying them. And hopefully that will mean future-proofing it. So when Plasma 6 is the current new default, then the proper packages will be pulled in. We'll see. It'll probably take some tweaking when that happens as well. So besides the package list file, let's go over to USR share Ezarcher. The install guides were also updated. I'll just pick one as a reference here. They were all updated in the same manner because the same sections appear in each of the 3 install guides, namely the Plasma desktop. All of these packages are now conformant to install correctly in this transitionary period between Qt5 and Qt6. Also needed was some tweaking to the LXQT desktop selection to remove Qt5 references as well. So my install guides, my install scripts. Let's open this with Genie again. Turn on line wrapping. And the same requirements of editing the package list for KDE Plasma as well as LXQT changed here as well. So, and I did test the install script and it still works just fine, installing the KDE Plasma desktop. The other desktops were unaffected. Well, the LXQT was affected, but those changes worked fine when building the ISO. The same packages are listed in the scripts and guides, so it should be fine. Let's see what else, if anything. Those were the major changes. We're not going to go through an installation. Calamares is Calamares. It was rebuilt the day that I respun the ISOs, so it works just fine, the way it always should. Let's see, we can go over to the web quickly, take a peek at the Ezarcher SourceForge project site here. The pictures have been updated to reflect the newest build. I chose a XFCE desktop for all the screenshots. The files are located in the ISO date folder here, 231123, and all of the ISOs are up. The discussion section has been enabled for a while. I'm hoping because there are no discussion points, there are either no problems or it could just be there are no users. Either way, it's here if you want it. I think that's about it, folks. Just a quick update. I am still here. I am still around. And as needed, I'll pump out a video occasionally to let you know of any changes. But that about wraps it up, folks. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, a feast if you were able to. Reconnect with family, hopefully all positive. Take care, good luck, stay safe, and you'll see me again in another video at some point. Bye-bye.